Behind every dollar, there's a story. Welcome to the world of finance. Hello. Uncovered.
Everyone blames greedy homeowners for the 2008 financial crisis. 0.6. But that story is comfortable nonsense. And the real truth? 0.8. It's way uglier. And kind of ridiculous. Imagine waking up in a world where banks are collapsing overnight. ATMs stop working. And trillions of dollars vanish like they hit the delete key. Wall Street firms were falling faster than people could Google. Is my money safe? Even economists were panicking. Which is impressive, because they're usually confused, not terrified. The official story goes like this. They gave mortgages to people who couldn't afford them. Homeowners defaulted. And the system collapsed. Sounds neat, simple, blamable. But that's only the version they want you to remember. Because if that were true, one missed mortgage payment wouldn't crash the entire global economy. Because here's the part they never mention. Behind the scenes, banks were gambling. Not investing, with absurd levels of leverage. They bundled risky mortgages into safe financial products, stamped them AAA, and sold them like candy to pension funds, governments, and each other. Even worse, everyone knew it was dangerous. The warnings were loud. They were ignored. This wasn't an accident. It was a ticking time bomb. And everyone pretended it didn't exist. It's like watching someone juggle knives while yelling, "Relax, I've done this before." But the craziest part is still coming. Here's how it spiraled. Greed turned into denial. Denial turned into panic. Panic turned into total paralysis. When housing prices dipped just a little, the entire structure collapsed like wet cardboard. Banks stopped trusting banks. Credit froze. Companies couldn't borrow. Jobs vanished. Some experts still argue this wasn't a crisis. It was a robbery wearing a crisis costume. This is when markets froze. This is when Lehman Brothers collapsed. This is when the world held its breath. Governments had to choose between saving the system or letting it burn. If money could scream, this is the moment it would have lost its voice. But here's the detail everyone ignores. People think the crisis ended in 2009. It didn't. Wages stagnated. Housing became unaffordable. Trust in institutions collapsed. Your cost of living today? Yeah, decisions made back then are still haunting it. Even if you never owned a house, never bought stocks, and never watched CNBC, this crisis reshaped your life. The real lesson of 2008 isn't about mortgages or markets. Finance isn't numbers. It's human behavior dressed in a suit. Every financial crisis teaches the same lesson. Greed wins the short game and destroys the long one. And if you think this story is insane, wait until you hear what happened next.